What is going on? This is SAMOK FIT, checking in with you guys to do all doing terrific, and we are back with another video. So as you can see by the intro to this video, again, we are not in St. Louis anymore. We are actually currently in Cancun, Xcarte, to be exact right now, for just a quick getaway. As a parent, it's rare for my wife and I to get away and just vacation by ourselves with other kids, but we are doing that now. I'm still going to go on vacations for the rest of the year. So I thought I'd put a video together for you guys because, again, it's summertime. People are going to be going on vacations. If you work very hard during the fall, during the winter to get in shape, and you're looking for ways to keep making sure you're keeping the progress that you've made, and this is the video for you. Staying on track while on this trip because, again, we are competing. We are currently a little over 6 weeks out from our first competition of 2023. It can be nerve-wracking sometimes trying to maintain your nutrition, feel like you already spent a lot of money going on vacation, paying for all this all-inclusive place, and you don't get to enjoy that. So later in the video, I'll be kind of sharing like my overall, concept, what I share with clients, tools that I share with clients, the mindset that need to be in to make sure they are, they are in a mind space or head space to continue to achieve their goal. Before I left, I was 213 pounds before I left St. Louis, and the goal on this trip is one, to maintain to maintain 213, or even get lower while I'm on this trip. Like if I go back lower, which I'll be overlaying at the end of this video to show you guys if I did maintain that. And of course, it would not be a trip without giving you guys a tour of this awesome location that we're staying in. So without further ado, Hotel B-roll.
Mami, ¿qué más? Hay algo en ti que me tiene mal. Una belleza que me quema. Cuando vaya, la nota me estalla. Mami, ¿qué más? Hay algo en ti que me tiene mal. Sé que anda puesta para el problema.
In full transparency, we've been here for about a day. We got here about 10:30 yesterday. I didn't want to record. I just want to take, understand the lay of the land, what's fun, what's not fun, and then kind of just, see how the rest of the trip is going to be going. So what we are going to be doing today, what we've done today so far, because right now is about 2:30 in the afternoon. I've trained today. I've worked out, which I didn't really record. Don't worry, there's going to be training content coming up. So right off the bat, one of the main focus that I try anytime I travel, or if I have any clients that are traveling, one of my main focus for them, or challenges for them, or tip for them is, one, make sure you have access to a lot of protein. And in case you don't know, you can actually pack a bag of protein or tub of protein with you, because one of the biggest challenges, one of the macros that's going to be very difficult for you to hit while you're traveling is going to be protein. Another tip that I try to encourage a lot of my clients to do is, one, obviously by default you are going to be very active. So normal step count for me when I'm not really trying is about 6,000, and today right now I'm already about 9,000 steps, and it's only 2:30, so it's going to be longer than that because we're about to take a trip right now. So the first tip so far, access to a lot of protein. Pack a tub with you if you can, protein bar, protein snacks if you can, and the next step is active steps. Stay as active as much as possible. So one of the cool things about this place is it has multiple rooftops where you can overlook the ocean. You have a cathedral, you have places to explore, to the point where I'm staying here for 4 nights and 5 days, and I feel like I have not explored everything this place has to have. So by default, that puts me in a position where I am going to be working on on my steps. I'm going to be super and very active. So yes, I've indulged in a couple of alcohol beverages from time to time, but again, you have choices, meaning going with the vodkas and the diets, right? I'm keeping it to the minimum and just drinking a ton of water to make me feel like I have a lot of liquid, and I put myself in a position where I do not want to drink a lot of water. So right now we just chill on the rooftop, winding down a little bit, relaxing. The weather's calmed down, the clouds, nice overcast, so we just enjoyed the night here. And tomorrow morning we got a nice little long run. Yes, on vacation, we're still running, we're getting the miles in. So we're gonna enjoy the time, and I'll see you guys in the morning. I mean, look at that view, and it wraps around this awesome chapel right here. But yeah, so I just had to pause for a second. And one of the things I learned about running, really, a lot of times, especially because I don't have a specific goal right now, is just make sure to run for fun. Have fun while running. In the previous video, it's either going to go up or it's already up. I talked about how specificity and goals are changing. And the goals for running right now is changing because I'm not really too focused on PRs or marathon or whatnot. I'm only focusing on just running and having fun running. And I learned that from the homie Dan, run on Instagram. I ran a while back with him in Montana, and we were running up the hills of Montana, like 7-mile trail run, and it was stopping each time. Granted, there was like bears and fucking mountain lions and shit, which scared the shit out of me, but it still stopped. He's a local, like, he enjoyed the scenery, and that, you know, almost giving gratitude for running, and that's what I'm trying to enjoy with this running. So quick metaphor for life. I was running. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the cathedral path. I just took a detour, and the detour led me to this serene view right here. I mean, resort right here, and the beach right here. Take chances, people. Take chances. Not all chances need to be calculated, because you never know where it's gonna lead you. Metaphor for life. Just gonna keep running, man. Just have fun. Soak this in. Hope you feel the energy right now, even though my inflection of my voice does not reveal that. I hope you feel the energy right now. Better place to stop right here. So total mileage this morning, we did. That's a 9:37 pace. I have not stopped. I stopped the watch. I have now recorded total 39 minutes and 3-second run, and 4 miles and 4.6 miles. And again, like I said, this is not a PR. It's either I've already dropped the video because I don't know how to put my video in sequence. I dropped the video talking about the switch and running, or it's going to be dropping soon and talking about one of the things that I'm learning with running now, especially with contest prep in full effect, is to just run for fun. Another good way for me to switch focus, run fun while contest prep, is not really not trying to be run focused, like mileage focus or PR or miles per time focus. The focus really is just time. Okay, within this time, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I did 40 minutes today, and tomorrow morning I think I might run for another 40 minutes. And the goal is just to get, you know, time under feet. I'm not really so particularly concerned when it comes to, you know, hey, what's my PR, you know, what's my mileage. I'm not concerned about all that, because again, by chasing PRs, I'm put in a position where I'm gonna be, you know, bunking myself out. You know, recovery is gonna be go to shit. So if my runs can be run, walk, run, walk, run, walk, and enjoy the run, I'm gonna do that, because it allows me to enjoy the run and not so focus on, you know, chasing mileage and just, like, you know, accumulating a lot of unnecessary fatigue, which I don't need during the contest prep.
Mami, ¿qué más? Hay algo en ti que me tiene mal, una belleza que me quema. Cuando vaya, la nota me estalla. Mami, ¿qué más? Hay algo en ti que me tiene mal. Sé que anda puesta para el problema. Dale, guaya, que yo te doy falla, falla. Deja que los cuerpos hablen, no hace falta más. Sí, ya muy bien tú sabes.
What is going on? Good morning. Yesterday was probably one of the longest day I've had in a long time, in a good way. Longest day meaning we went for a run yesterday, like you guys just saw in the morning. Went did about 4.2 miles yesterday. From that alone, I mean, before 8 o'clock, I mean, my step count was already around 12,000 steps. Then we took the bike down. Instead of taking the bus, we took the bike down to this awesome cool spot where you can literally just swim throughout the cenote. I might be jacking that up too. We did that for like an hour. So coming from run, grab food, did about an hour swim and biked all the way back here. All my step count throughout yesterday was about 22,000 steps. And keep in mind, my average daily step from time to time when I'm not trying to get 10K steps is about 6,000 steps. Which leads me to the point that I mentioned previously. By default, if you are in a situation in all places like this, you want to explore, you want to enjoy everything that it has to offer. By default, you are going to be getting a lot of steps in. And that step again is making sure you stay as active as possible, enjoy as much activity as possible. Oftentimes people go on vacation and so I just want to relax and chill, and that's okay if you want to do that. But if you prioritize fitness, or you probably have a fat loss goal, you obviously go above and beyond to make sure you're doing the things that you need to do to get you to a place where you want to get to. So today's the last day here. Again, nothing's going to change. It's going to be fun. We're going to explore. We're going to try to enjoy as much as possible of what this whole place has to offer. And to get the day started, like I've been doing since I've been here, we do fitness. Speaking of fitness, something I haven't showed you guys yet is the gym that they have here. Essentially, it's a full functioning gym that has everything that you need. And comment below if you're one of those people that go on vacation and you still train legs on vacation. I do. I train legs, but I was not able to film legs just because there was a lot of people in the gym, and I don't want to invade people's privacy. So right now, I'm going to train upper body, and we are going to be rolling that into a run. And workout complete. That was a good workout. Full upper body session, pump secured, as the kids will call it. Now we're gonna add into the, holy crap, got a shoulder pump there. But yeah, we're gonna go for a quick run, 40-45 minutes or so, and yeah, I'm gonna get the day started, trying to enjoy the last day here. Still a lot of things to see, and if you are interested, I wish I was sponsored by this place. Birds chirping. I wish I was sponsored by this place. That would be great. Not that I love yet, but hey, Escarte or Escarte. I think that's how you pronounce it, or I'm just butchering it. If you are looking for a place to go, definitely visit the place because it's freaking awesome, and highly recommend. And it's one of those things like when you finish, it's almost like I finished, but at the same time, there's still so much left here to see. So without further ado, let's get after the run, and I'll see you next clip. That was a sweaty one. So we just finished a run, and total miles that we gained, total miles that we ran is 4.24. Time is 41 minutes and 37 seconds, and pace 9:49. And we don't really care about the pace. Like I said, it's literally just the time of the feed. So 40-minute run, beautiful sights, beautiful view as always. That's something I would definitely miss about this place. I'm gonna wipe it real quick because I'm dripping sweat all over the place. Just got a shower, cold shower by the way, which felt great. So what we have here in this packet, what I traveled with me is my BPN stack right here. The Go Pack, which is great for traveling. Also, we have the multivitamin here, Omega, my strong joint. And what has been saving me throughout this trip is, of course, the BPN protein. Yes, you can pack this on a flight with you in your suitcase, especially if you are going to check a bag like I mentioned, and all just to make sure I am well prepared. On top of that, while I'm on the go for snacks, I grabbed one of the pure protein bars, or the BPN field bar also, which again, right now I'm not doing the BPN field bar because those are 280 calories, and like I said, I'm on the cut, and this is 200 calories. Now, there's nothing great with that, and also it is so good that I don't trust myself that I'm just only gonna eat one, so that's why I didn't really pack it with me. But all this, by the way, if you of course, if you want to snag any supplements, I'm sponsored by BPN, link in description. That will support me and support this channel, support what I do. So while I was in the shower, I was thinking about something, right? Oftentimes when we have a contract with somebody, we sign a contract, and that person does not fulfill their contract, we get mad. This person's a terrible person to work with. But when we make promises to ourselves, it's okay if you fall short. It's okay if you don't do what you promise yourself you're gonna do. So I promised myself that I have a goal I want to achieve. I want to do a contest prep. I want to make sure I'm ready, and I'm gonna do my best to make sure I accomplish the goal that I promised myself I was gonna do. Because again, all the points I'm about to mention in this video, it's irrelevant if you don't get that mindset right. Yes, you will talk yourself into getting to the position where it's okay for you not to. Yeah, you know, I'm on vacation, I deserve this. You talk yourself into making sure, you know, you don't do what you need to do to make sure you execute what you promise yourself you're going to do. So make sure you have that mindset established and then you use some of these key points I'm about to mention, that's going to allow you to get to your goal. So the first one, like I said, again, it's going to be almost like a recap and some new points. The first one is going to be, one, have a plan. Take a look at the location that you're going to, take a look at the food menu if you're going to. If it's all inclusive, you are going to have a plethora of options. You just got to make the right choices. Most places that you're going to be traveling to, if it doesn't have to be a resort, they are going to have access to gym. Yes, some of them might be inconvenient, might have to travel to or commute to some of them, but that is what you promise yourself you're going to do. So you want to look at those things, because the one thing that's going to allow you to do is not just wing it. You have a plan of attack, and it actually makes it a little bit easier because you have a plan. You're just not getting there the first day and like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do today? What am I going to do tomorrow? You know exactly what you're going to do. And two, movement. Activity. Like I said, by default, you are going to be moving a lot. And if you're somebody that's sedentary like me, if you get to the place like this, you are going to be moving a lot. So the first thing I've been doing each morning is either go for a walk. If I walk the last 3 days here, I've been running at least, like I said, 4 miles each day that I've been here. Movement is going to be your best friend. And what you want to do again is want to make sure you get all your movement in first. If you need to train, wake up in the morning and get that training after, especially if you're going to be planning on drinking throughout the day. This is if you promise yourself you're going to train after you've been going around all day, most likely you're not going to do that. The biggest point that I've been talking about, I've been harping on for a long period of time, is macro hoarding. No, every meal doesn't have to be super heavy. Every meal doesn't have to be super dense. When you go to most likely the results are, for instance, it has a buffet. They have options. Again, I've an experience. I can look at the menu. I'm like, okay, yes, I'm not going to be having that. This is exactly what I'm going to be having. This has high amount of protein, high amount of carbs, high amount of fat. Make that educated guess by saying my first meal of the day is just going to be super light in terms of calorie count, or super light in terms of fat, and heavy in protein choices. Of course, like I said, that's why you want to have something like supplement with these, so you can supplement that. Or if you know, okay, the meal doesn't have really have a lot of choices there, you want to go with some sort of a protein snack first in the morning. And again, macro hoarding is a great opportunity. You don't have to be on vacation. It's just a way to have to manage your fitness goals and balance that with your social life. If you're going out on the weekend or going out with the family or significant other later on in the day, don't eat the way you normally would eat, because you're trying to create a calorie gap and be able to splurge on later in the day. So I'm saying all that to say, it doesn't have to be a fucking mentality. And I tell all my clients that anytime they go on traveling. And again, I work with a lot of clients in the corporate field that travel a lot for work. They have significant other. I coach lifestyle and I coach contest prep, and they all have successful vacations, successful work trips, because they are using these strategies. But I'm going to put a camera down now and go enjoy the rest of the vacation with my wife and my friends that I came with. In case you guys like the shorts, by the way, this is from Chubby. Everything shorter than 5 inches, you wearing pants.